Sean P. Diddy Combs is a predatory, abusive piece of shit, allegedly, in case he's in the mood of suing people to get some of that settlement money back. For y'all that missed it, his ex-girlfriend of 10 years, Cassie, ended up suing him for charges of sex trafficking, abuse, sexual assault, sexual harassment, intimidation, all types of wild shit, right? Domestic violence, all types of wild shit. 35-page report as to what these charges were and to what the allegations were. Each page is more vile than the next. And then more and more and more information about Puff started coming out. And this is how we ended up knowing, like, as a general public, that, yeah, he did that shit. You know anything about Sean Puff Daddy Combs? He's not really the type of guy to pay people at all, if even in a timely manner. He's not really the paying people type. Ask any bad boy artist what process was like to get their masters, if they even have it at all. The lawsuit happened. His reps came out with a statement saying that the allegations were false and they were going to try and fight it. Diddy gave her a settlement 2 hours later. I wish I was joking. No, 2 hours later, the settlement was agreed upon and sent. And apparently the lawsuit was for like $30 million or some crazy shit. So who knows what the final number is? They're more than likely there's an NDA involved, so we may never find out what that number is. But that, for most people, myself included, was all the confirmation we needed that, oh yeah, he did that shit. And if you were listening last week, you know where I stand when it comes to predatory and abusive behavior for men towards women. Fuck you, die, burn in hell, you predatory piece of shit. Again, allegedly. So, you know, don't get the podcast or me sued. But that type of behavior for men will just never rock with me, will never sit well with me. I don't fuck with men that do that. I hate all men that do that. And apparently, the way Cassie set this up, because of the sex trafficking charge, this opens the door for criminal charges to come on Diddy later. Actually reminds me, for you idiots that don't know how the law works, this was a civil suit that Cassie filed. She didn't file any charges through a police report. And if you want to know why she didn't go to the police against a billionaire and one of the most powerful people in the world, I would implore you to learn how the world works and just speak to a woman who just knows how the world works. Just speak to somebody that knows how the world works. This shouldn't take long to explain to you, I promise. Civil suit was always gonna be for the money and for damages because that's how the law works. This wasn't a criminal case. So for you idiots that are like, why would she take the settlement if she felt wrong? Clearly she lying. Shut your dumb ass up. Learn how the law works. And he still might get charged. This still might happen. And speaking of learning how the law works, y'all did the same shit with the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case, where it was, how could Meg be charging Tory and trying to throw Tory in jail? Meg Thee Stallion wasn't suing Tory Lanez. That was the state of California versus Tory Lanez, not Megan Pete. I think that's her last name, Pete. But again, because reading must have just missed y'all when we were in class. Some of y'all must have just skipped the reading lesson and comprehension and media literacy. So y'all didn't even attempt to get facts. Y'all just started piling on, spewing misinformation, and just being wrong for the sake of confirming your own bias and being dumb. You did it with Angel. You did it with Meg Thee Stallion. And now you're doing it to K for Diddy and man you don't know and going against Cassie. You want to know what all those situations have in common? You want to take the side away from the women. Oh my God, he's pandering. Yeah, you sent me. If trying to be on the other side of the women that are being harassed and abused makes me a simp, then oh fucking well.